Thank you to Organic Basics for sponsoring this video. There are countless of closet staples and closet essential videos floating around on the internet, and I think I've lost count of how many I've watched and how many articles I've read. But even though that it seems like one of the most talked about topics in fashion, I feel like it's still something that people struggle with the most. And I think it's because people think that there are certain clothing items that are like the magic ingredient for achieving your dream style and your dream wardrobe. And yes, it is a way for you to get there, but it's all about how you utilize them and how to pick the right ones for your personal style. Hi, if you don't know me, my name is Marie. I'm a stylist and content creator who's all about making fashion make sense. And in this video, we're gonna dive into the topic of closet staples, closet essential, wardrobe essentials, whatever you wanna call them, but essentially the hero items of your wardrobe. So we're going to go over how to choose them, where to save and where to invest. And we're also going to cover maybe one of the most important things that I feel like many of these guides tend to forget, and that is how to utilize them to make your style and your wardrobe better. I am super excited about today's topic, so let's just get into the video. So if there's anything that all fashionable people understand, it is that closet staples is so important for a versatile and timeless wardrobe. And why is it important to have a versatile and timeless wardrobe? Well, if you're struggling with putting together good outfits, or you feel like it's hard to mix and match your items, you're most probably missing the fundamental building blocks of a great wardrobe, also known as closet staples, which is what is going to make it easy breezy for you to get dressed every morning. I love to observe all different kinds of fashion styles and aesthetics, and if you really start to pay attention to celebrities and in general what fashionable people are wearing on Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok, you'll pretty quickly notice that most effortlessly stylish outfits are built with closet staples. So I'm talking the basics that we always hear about, like t-shirts, jeans, neutral trousers, tank tops, and so on. So how come that sometimes when we try to replicate this and buy a white basic t-shirt, it just still doesn't really end up looking like what we see online? Well, for you to be truly satisfied with your closet, there needs to be more thought behind what closet staples you get than just adding to cart, and there needs to be a good balance between basics and key pieces. So first I want to go over how to pick your closet staples and where to invest and where you can save. So the criteria for selecting good closet staples, in my opinion, is fit, versatility, quality, and timelessness. And I would actually also check off the criteria in that order. Of course, you can decide yourself what you want to prioritize first, but this is how I personally like to do it. Because if you rank them and already have a clear mind of what you want to get, then it's much easier to shop for budget items, and you'll much better know where you can consider yourself saving and where you can consider yourself investing. So for me personally, I always like to make sure that the item fits me properly and that it is comfortable. And this is something that I highly suggest that you look after too, because otherwise you're just never gonna end up wearing it, trust me. So that's why I think that it should be the first and most important criteria. Then you also need to make sure that your item is versatile enough, and especially with closet staples, you want to be able to wear it multiple different ways for multiple different occasions. So you also want to make sure that you're choosing a color that can blend seamlessly with the other colors in your closet. Both the fit and the color will really depend on your personal style. Of course, a simple minimalistic silhouette in a neutral color is always a safe option because they will usually go with several different styles and aesthetics. But I personally don't think it is effective for me to tell you to just get a white basic t-shirt or get a pair of straight leg jeans, for example, because closet staples are so personal. For example, if you lean more street style, you might want to go with something more oversized, maybe something more low-rise and baggy. Or if you lean more classic and old money, you might want to get something that's more tailored to your body. Maybe you'll rather get a high waist or a mid-rise. And the exact same thing goes for colors. Depending on what your personal style is, you're gonna lean more towards a certain color palette than another. So if you're unsure about what your personal style is, I have a whole other video on how to find your personal style and how to apply it to your daily life. And there's lots of practical tips there, so I highly suggest that you check that out next. And then for the third criteria, we have quality, which is also very important, especially when it comes to closet staples, because it is something that you want to wear multiple times for a long period of time. Going for natural materials like wool, cotton, linen, and silk, for example, tend to hold up much better. It's going to be more gentle on the skin, and it's also generally more sustainable than synthetic fibers, although it doesn't always have to be, but that's a whole other topic for another time. I would say though, preferably go for natural materials if you're looking for better quality with the least impact. Then lastly, we have timelessness, and timeless is something I feel like gets thrown around a lot within the fashion community. I have also referred to clothing items and styles as timeless because it is a really easy, simple way to describe this classic minimalistic style that we often associate timeless with. But actually, sorry if I'm bursting anyone's bubble here, I'm not so sure that anything in fashion can truly be timeless. A basic white t-shirt 10 years ago, for example, was in style if it was relaxed and had a v-neck, jeans were skinny, and trench coats and blazers were more tailored. So even these basic items that we tend to refer to as timeless has also changed throughout time. Then again, maybe we shouldn't expect our clothes to last more than a decade. Maybe that's, timeless enough. But either way, that's why I'm really emphasizing here to pick your own closet staples that's tailored to your personal style instead of just following what everybody else is wearing. Now, another important topic of picking your closet staples is having a good balance between basics and key pieces. So I think that there are two distinct categories within closet essentials, and those are, as I mentioned earlier, basics and key pieces. And both of these categories serve different functions for your style and your wardrobe, but they are both equally important. So if we start with the basics, their main purpose should be to increase the wearability and versatility of your outfits. Basically, their job is to complete your outfits without distracting from your main pieces, while also providing a neutral canvas for your key pieces or any statement items. They can assist with layering, balancing out colors, or transitioning between seasons. These basics are what's going to make sure that your wardrobe is not only stylish, but also functional. Basics are also definitely the pieces that I personally think that you should invest in, because you're going to wear these pieces for a long time and you also want them to last longer than just one season. That's why I love to shop basics from stores like Organic Basics, who prioritizes quality, comfort, and minimizing their environmental impact. So with Organic Basics, you will definitely meet all of the criteria that I mentioned earlier. And I'm actually also partnering with them on this video, which I am so excited about because if you can't already tell, I am a huge fan of the brand and their clothing items. These pieces are from their Flex cotton line, made from certified organic cotton, which makes them both incredibly comfortable and gentle on your skin. They're flexible, fits body hugging, and honestly feels like butter. That's how smooth and soft they are. My favorite is the Flex cotton bodysuit, which I'm also wearing right now, and it has this classic scoop neckline and a racer back that's perfect for layering, but that you can also wear on its own. So if you're looking for quality basics, definitely check them out. I have everything linked in the description box, and you can use my code OBXMarie to get 10% off everything on their website. Now let's move on to key pieces, which are going to be the main ingredients of your outfits. But compared to basics, they don't necessarily have to add variety, but they're more so there to express the essence of your style. So if you had to represent your style with particular clothing items, these are the items that you would choose. And although basics are great and you might love wearing them all the time like I do, a black tank top or a white t-shirt isn't necessarily what I would choose to represent my style, but maybe a pair of silk trousers, a blue striped button-up, or something more trendy like a leopard skirt would be. So again, they represent your style, and they're different from basics because they actually express who you are through either their cut, silhouette, style, or color, but they're still closet staples and aren't fully statement pieces because none of them actually steals the spotlight. Instead, they harmonize and blend seamlessly with your basics and other key pieces. Most of the time, the basics are going to be the same essentials for everyone, while key pieces are going to be essentials just for you. And with With the perfect blend of both basics and key pieces, you'll be able to create stylish and dynamic outfits that feels like you, and while also having a functional wardrobe for everyday wear. So to give you some ideas of what a good balance of closet staples could look like, let's take Hailey Bieber as an example. She's someone who very much relies on basics, but she still has a very distinct personal style. I would probably describe her style as trendy, minimalist, with a blend of street style and athleisure. Some of her basics are definitely a cropped white t-shirt, a cropped white tank top, baggy low-rise jeans, and a black miniskirt. Her key pieces, I would say, is an oversized leather jacket, oversized blazers, oversized graphic t-shirts, sporty sneakers, and chunky loafers. Of course, there are other elements to her style, but you will often see her wearing at least one of her key pieces because the oversized look and the distinct shoe is what makes the outfit really feel like her. And you'll often also see her in a basic, which is how she balances her key pieces and statement pieces to create a stylish and cohesive outfit. What's also so great about basics is that you can style them so many different ways that you can basically recreate any style or aesthetic. And with pieces like these, that's also how you're going to make your wardrobe more functional and more wearable, because you can basically layer anything over a basic top, and with a solid foundation of basic bottoms, you can basically balance out any statement colored shirt. Even with a fully basic outfit, you can pair any of your favorite statement pieces to really personalize and elevate your look. You should definitely also consider accessories and shoes when you're styling your closet staples, because they can totally change up the whole vibe of your look. And as a simplified guide, when I personally put together outfits, I tend to wear 1 to 2 basic pieces and 1 to 2 key pieces, and then sometimes I'll add a statement piece in there. Because think about it, only wearing basics would get really boring and lack style, and only wearing key pieces could feel messy and unbalanced. So if you're feeling that your style or wardrobe is boring, you're probably missing a few key pieces, or if you feel like your wardrobe feels messy and unbalanced, then you're probably missing some basics. Now I've given you some ideas and some examples that you can take and apply to your own style, but that doesn't mean that you should just copy and paste someone else's closet staples into your own wardrobe. I just want to put that out there, that developing a good personal style that's also functional is going to take time. So give yourself some grace, let yourself take the time. Your style is ever evolving and it's always going to continue to evolve. So remember that the process should be fun, but also remember to be realistic, because even though I love this outfit, for example, it's not going to be suitable for my lifestyle, because there's just never going to be an occasion for me where I would feel comfortable wearing this. So I would just never reach for these items. And sometimes it might take you a few unnecessary buys for you to realize that, which is why I want to remind you to give you grace, and which is why I also highly suggest that you check out my personal style video. Or if you didn't already know, I also offer personal styling services if you want to get help from me personally, which you can read all about on my pinned post on Instagram if that's something that you're interested in. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and that I opened your eyes to the importance of choosing the right closet staples for bettering your style. Like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And thank you again, Organic Basics, for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to check them out. Everything is linked in the description box. And use my discount code OBXMarie for 10% off everything on their website. If you want more daily styling tips, make sure to follow my socials. I really hope to see you there or here in the next video. Bye!